Today I'm going to try to explain how to convert from a Markbook comment bank to a comment bank used in Edsby. I'm going to include this Excel file when I'm done and attach it to the video so that other people can use their own comment banks. First of all, what I did was I exported one comment from Edsby, so I could get this top line of the header for the data. And then I imported in a new tab my Markbook comment bank. Now to import that, I went File, Open, and then browsed for my Markbook folder. There's Markbook 2018, and I chose all files instead of all. It defaults to all Excel files. I choose all files. Then I can see my ISP comment bank, and then I open that, and it wants to know what kind of file. You choose delimited, whatever the word is, and then click Next, and then choose by commas. And you can see it's got 3 columns there now. And then I'll click Next, and it's a text file. And then click Finish. I've already done that. I've got my data in here. And there's a note here that I've added to the file to give examples of how to do it. And then there's the find and replace that I used as well. The next step I did was I went to my Edsby bank that I already imported, and I copied the headers. And I went to a new sheet and pasted those headers. Paste. There. Now this says phrase, course, subject, grade, comment, performance tags. So Markbook doesn't have all those, but what it does have is the comment, which you're going to want. So what I did, I expanded this and then just selected all my comments and Control C for copy, went back to sheet 2, went to the comment line and clicked Control V. All my comments are in there now. And what I just did there was I double clicked on the space between the columns, and it automatically made it the full width of that column, just to make it easier to see. I can undo that just for the moment. The next thing is to go back to the Markbook bank, and this column, the first column, A, is for me, because it was my ISP bank, I had put in the courses that the comments were related to. So I copied those. Control C, and I went to sheet 2, and I pasted it under subject. Control V. And then there's a choice of grade. If there's a comment specific to a grade, you can just type in the grade, any number from 1 to 12 or 9 to 12. Maybe, I guess it could be 1 to 12. I have to go back to Markbook to check. Oh, maybe I put this in the wrong line because I put it in subject and there's one for course. That I'd have to check again. The phrase, if you go back to, okay, so my first tab, the course was the course code. The subject was mathematics. So go back here, Control Z to undo, Control Z, Control V. There's my course codes in the right place. The phrase will be learned. Oh, trying to find my Edsby. Escape. My comments. There should be an add comment. Add new comment. Okay, phrase types. There is none, learned, strengths, next steps, IEP, and ESL. So you can use any of those words in the first column under phrase. In the subjects, it's any subject. In the course codes, it's the standard course codes, then grades. So it's K to 12. And then you can add tags as well. But Markbook doesn't have tags. So back to the Excel. On my sheet 2, my comment bank is mixed up between, see, I have some that were course codes and some that were improvement. So improvement codes were phrase types. So learned or strengths, next steps. You can just so improvement would be in next steps. So I just type next steps there, and then I can delete this improvement. And then copy next steps into that. So you can add the subject and grade. The other thing you have to do is do a find and replace. So we're going to find and replace those things like $. $sign is the person's name, and there's 2 of these things, and then name without a capital. Oops. Name, 2 of those things. Go back to sheet 2. Find next. Doesn't know where to look. Close that. Select this, and now select find and replace. Find, replace with name, find next, find all. Replace all. 139 replacements. Next thing we're going to find and replace, if I go back over here to my note, $sign to name, at to he and she. he/she. To go back to sheet 2 and select again. Find all, replace all. And then the other one was his/her. Go back to sheet 2, select, find all, replace all. So basically that's completed. Then once you've got all your things filled in, some playing, might need to do some playing with it, then you're going to go and save as. I'm just going to save it on my desktop. And I'm going to save it as CSV, comma, delimited. Oh. What did it do? There it is there. So I have to close this one first. Close. I'm not going to save it because... Okay, so there it is. It saved that. Now I should have probably moved these strengths, where it says strength here, over to this column, but you can do that with your own blanks. Then you'd go back into Edsby, if I can find it, and go to your name, choose My Comments, which I'm already in. Choose Import, Browse. I'm going to go to the desktop. There's my Edsby comment bank conversion, and I click Open. And it should import all your comments. I'm not going to do it because I've already got mine in. Don't want to cover that. All right, I hope that helps.